All right, folks, let's talk about Roblox. Have you seen this thing? It's huge. It's not just one game, it's like a million games all rolled into one. You can be a pizza delivery guy, you can adopt a pet, you can even build a giant theme park with your friends. It's like having a whole universe right on your computer or your phone. The best part is, players make the games. It's all about creativity and imagination. People are building incredible worlds, and millions of kids and adults are jumping in every single day to play. Now, because so many people are on there, especially kids, things get a little tricky. It's like hosting a giant party. You want everyone to have fun, right? You want them to dance, talk, and have a good time. But you also have to make sure nobody gets hurt. You have to keep an eye on things. That's the big question for Roblox. How do you let people be creative and express themselves, but also make sure everyone, especially the younger players, is safe? It's a real balancing act. It's like trying to juggle while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. It's tough. Think about it this way. On one hand, you have freedom. The freedom to build what you want. The freedom to say what you want. That's what makes Roblox so cool and exciting. It's a blank canvas, and the players are the artists. They can paint whatever they imagine. This creativity is the engine that powers the entire platform. Without it, Roblox would just be another boring, regular old video game. The user-generated content is what makes it feel alive, always changing and always new. Millions of people are pouring their hearts into making these experiences for others to enjoy. But then, you have the other hand, the safety hand. And this hand is very important. With so many kids online, you have to protect them from bad stuff. You don't want them seeing inappropriate things or talking to people who mean them harm. It's like being a parent. You want your kids to go out and explore the world, but you also want to make sure they wear a helmet when they ride their bike. So Roblox has this massive challenge. It's a digital playground, and they are the ones who have to make sure all the swings are secure and there are no bullies allowed. It's a huge responsibility, really. Okay, let's look at the first side of this debate. We'll call them team safety first. Their argument is pretty simple and makes a lot of sense. They say Roblox has a duty to protect its users, especially since so many of them are children. They believe safety should be the #1 priority, even if it means limiting some things people can say or do. They would rather have a few extra rules than have one kid get into a bad situation. It's like putting up guardrails on a windy road. Sure, it might block the view a little, but it stops cars from going over the edge. This team points to the real dangers that can exist online. We're talking about things like bullying, scams, and people trying to share inappropriate content. They argue that a platform as big as Roblox needs very strong filters. For example, Roblox already has a chat filter that blocks out bad words and personal information, like phone numbers or real names. Team Safety says this is great, but maybe it needs to be even stronger. They think it's better for the filter to accidentally block a harmless word than to let a dangerous one slip through. It's all about being extra cautious. They also bring up the idea of inappropriate games. Some developers might try to create experiences that bend or break the rules. Team Safety argues that Roblox needs to be very strict in reviewing and taking down these games immediately. They want a system that is super proactive, catching problems before they even reach a large audience. They might say, who cares if it slows down the game approval process? It's worth it if it keeps the platform clean. To them, a safe, slightly more restricted environment is much better than a free-for-all where anything goes. Ultimately, this side feels that freedom has its limits, especially when you're talking about a space for kids. They believe that certain types of expression just don't belong on Roblox. Things that are scary, violent, or adult-themed should be kept out, period. They might compare it to a G-rated movie. You don't expect to see certain things in a G-rated movie, and that's what makes it safe for the whole family. Team Safety wants Roblox to be that G-rated digital world, a place parents can trust without having to look over their child's shoulder every single second. It's about peace of mind. Now let's flip the coin and hear from the other side. Let's call them Team Freedom. These are the creators, the builders, the artists. They argue that if you make the safety rules too strict, you start to crush the very thing that makes Roblox special creativity. They worry that too much control turns into censorship. It's like telling a painter they can only use 3 colors. Sure, they can still paint something, but they can't create a masterpiece. They believe that players and developers should be trusted more. This team gets frustrated when their hard work gets blocked for no good reason. Imagine spending weeks building an amazing game, only to have it taken down because the automatic filter thought a word you used was bad, even if it wasn't. For example, the chat filter has been known to block normal conversation, turning sentences into a bunch of hashtags, like hash 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 hash. This makes it hard for players to even talk to each other to coordinate in a game. Team Freedom says this goes too far. It's like having a chaperone at a party who won't even let you say hello. They also argue that over-the-top safety measures can hurt the creative process. Some of the most popular games on Roblox have themes of competition or action, like police chasing robbers in the game Jailbreak. If the rules on violence become too strict, would a game like that even be allowed? Team Freedom worries that developers will become too scared to try new ideas. They might stick to making simple, safe games instead of pushing the boundaries and creating the next big hit. This could make Roblox become stale and boring over time. They believe innovation requires a little bit of risk. In the end, Team Freedom believes in education and personal responsibility over total restriction. They think it's better to give players the tools to block and report bad users themselves, rather than having a system that controls everything. They want a platform that trusts its users to make good choices. For them, Roblox should be a place to learn and grow, and sometimes that means navigating tricky social situations. They feel that wrapping the entire platform in digital bubble wrap doesn't prepare kids for the real world. It just creates a boring, restrictive playground where true creativity can't thrive. So, who's right? Team Safety or Team Freedom? The truth is, they both have really good points. It's not a simple case of one being right and the other being wrong. It's more like a seesaw. If you put too much weight on one side, the whole thing gets thrown off balance. The real challenge for Roblox is finding that perfect middle ground, that sweet spot where safety and creativity can both exist together. It's a goal they are constantly working towards, and it's not easy at all. It requires constant listening and adjusting. Roblox is already doing a lot to try and find this balance. For example, they use a combination of AI moderation and thousands of human moderators to review content. This helps catch bad stuff automatically, but also allows for a human to make a final call, which can prevent unfair censorship. They also give parents more control. Parents can restrict chat features or limit the types of games their kids can play. This is a great way to put the power in the hands of the people who know their kids best, allowing for a customized level of safety. The key is to make the rules clear, consistent, and smart. Instead of just blocking words, the system needs to understand context. For example, blocking a harmless word in one situation but allowing a clever, sneaky bad word in another isn't helpful. The technology has to keep getting better. Roblox can also continue to empower its community. Promoting positive behavior and giving players effective tools to report problems quickly helps everyone become part of the safety team. When the community itself helps keep the platform clean, it feels less like censorship and more like teamwork. Ultimately, the debate over safety and freedom on Roblox will probably never end because the internet is always changing. New challenges will always pop up. The most important thing is that Roblox keeps trying to get it right. They have to protect their players, especially the young ones, but they also have to protect the magic of creation that makes their platform so unique. It's a tough job, but by listening to both Team Safety and Team Freedom, they can hopefully continue to build a world that is not only incredibly fun, but also a place you can feel good about visiting. Now that's a balancing act I'd pay to see.